spam this all day and chill, and you see my energy stays capped out all the time. So it's almost as if I'm running fleeting expertise. So it's great, man. I love it. And then I can do my twirl of doom. So I can do this too. And as you can see, this is Steel Path right now, and I'm still killing them extremely easily. So what I'm doing with this build is my goal was to make a max range Revenant that's also able to be like Mag, have some crowd control, and also have the deeps that he normally would. Here it is. So basically my goal was to, of course, max range. So I went with stretch, overextended, and cunning drift, as well as auger reach down here. So I went with as much range as possible. And then the big thing that killed was my strength. And unfortunately, the only thing I was able to achieve was put Umbral Intensify in here. If you don't have Umbral Intensify, it's fine. You could use a regular Intensify. But that's like the main thing that I was trying to pick up the strength with. So what I was going to do with the rest of the strength is I was going to put on some Archon shards to increase that strength. And I'll be showing my process with that once I'm done showing this here. But Molt Augmented is another really important thing that's going to be boosting your strength a lot. That's going to bring you up to that level to at least fix the strength problem. And actually make him decent with the damage. So yeah, that's basically what's fixing the strength. As far as efficiency, before I was using fleeting expertise and streamline, the usual combo, to be able to spam, because my goal with this build was to be able to spam pull. So and of course I'm using greedy pull, so I can pull all the pickups and all that stuff with Mag's mod here. So I wanted to be able to still do that, but I had to sacrifice some stuff so I could make room for Mesmer Shield. And I'm going to talk about that in a second because that's amazing. So I went ahead with just full streamline, and that's it. That's the efficiency of this build. You could go with a flow as well, but I was experimenting with flow, and I was also experimenting with the streamline. I found streamline to be better than flow because it was giving me not only better efficiency with all my abilities, but it was also helping out the 4 a lot, so I could be able to stay in my 4 and just keep just looking for blue orbs to keep my energy going, so I can keep dancing for the rest of my life, basically. Twirl of doom for the rest of my life. So that was basically the goal. I couldn't do that with flow. Flow was giving me a hard time, so I went with streamline instead. So as far as efficiency, let me just show you that. Well, I'll show you that in a second. Actually, I'll come back to that. Mesmer Shield. So this is a big deal, man. This mod, I just found out about it yesterday, and what this does, it already innately gives you 50% more strength towards the Mesmer skin, and it also spreads that thing to all your allies. So that's crazy, and it gives you only 5 charges for the allies, but it's still strong. Because if you're using a strength build, or at least you're trying to get a little bit of strength, at least if you're over 100%, it's still like giving them very good protection, and they're able to withstand a lot of stuff. So you're basically turning everybody in the team into Revenant, which is crazy. That's an awesome buff. So I super recommend this mod. If you want to be selfish, you can get rid of that and you can go do something else like Blind Rage or whatever the hell you want to do with it. Transient Fortitude or something like that. Honestly, I would rather recommend Transient Fortitude over Blind Rage, because then you're going to be nerfing your efficiency too much with the Blind Rage, and that's why I didn't go with that in this build. So yeah, but the problem, of course, is duration now. So that's another big issue. So with duration, of course, just a prime continuity. That's all I did. That's all that's running. And of course, I'm also running multi-efficiency, because this does help with your duration stuff. So as long as you don't break your blue shield, which you usually don't break your shield if you're running your Mesmer skin, you'll be able to run this all the time and you'll be fine. So that's what makes it work, So I tried to balance out the stats as much as possible, as you can see with this. I'm just using corrosive projection. You can use whatever you want. I usually just run with corrosive because, you know, it's whatever. I usually don't care about the aura, to be honest. You could pick up the strength by putting in, what's it called? Growing power. You can run growing power if you like. I was thinking about it, but then I'll have to respec again. I'll have to put another forma. I didn't want to do that. I only put one forma on this build, and this is the prime version of Revenant, so it worked out great. So I didn't have to, like, you know, try to grind or anything. So it's great. But I may in the future put growing power. Maybe. I don't know. It probably would be worth it in this build, especially since you're negative strength right here. So yeah. So let me show you some of the other things that I'm doing to kind of fix not only my energy problems, but also fix strength problems. So of course I replaced the first ability with Mag's pull. You can do whatever you want with your build. But I mainly did this because I love Mag and I wanted to show respect for Mag. I put it in Revenant's build, and it just makes him so much fun to play. I love it. And this is the main reason why I went overextended with this build and went max range, was so I could just spam pull all day. And it's beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. So yeah, that's the main reason why I did that. But it's up to you how you want to build your Revenant. You know, you can do whatever you want. You can leave the regular ability of the, you know, turning people like into your pets or whatever. You can do that if you want. I never really cared for that thing, but it's up to you, like I said. So as far as Archon shards, let me show you that stuff. This is a very important one to put. So I'm using the Amber shard. I went with the Thal Forge. I think a Tau Forge, I guess you would pronounce it. I went with the Tau Forge mainly because it has a higher efficiency on it. So basically, I went with the 75% effectiveness on energy orbs. So that's going to give you way more energy back every time you grab an energy orb, which makes it awesome when you're running around with the 4 doing your little ballet. You're getting a fuck ton of energy back, and it's beautiful. So if you don't have the Thal Forge, it's fine. You could probably just put 2 of those type of mods instead. So just put the, you know, efficiency on energy in there. Or you could even, if you want to, you can use what's it called, Equilibrium, instead of the what's it called, Streamline. So you can use that if you like. It's up to you. I tried messing around with it and I did put it in the build, but I didn't feel like it worked too well. But I don't know. Maybe you guys will find something better that works. So you can probably use effectiveness on health orbs instead, and then make it work that way. But I don't know. It's up to you. But basically, my goal with this was to just put this 75% efficiency with effectiveness, which works perfect. And then from there, I'm just gonna put strength. So I'm gonna put in a bunch of red ones right here in all these slots, and just pick up the ability strength, so I could be able to fix the energy, the strength problems of this build. As of right now, I've been having no problems. I've been able to do Steel Path, and I've been doing some stuff, and it's been good. So it works. It's not, you know, gonna blow somebody's face off, but I think that I could probably fix that a little bit once I get those red Archon shards in there. So yeah, that's the goal at least. But yeah, that's the build. Let's go play around with it, and I can show you guys what it's like. But I've been having a great time with this build. I really love it. So let's do it. So I wanted to show a little bit of the build. The thing I usually do is I just spam pull, man. This is my favorite thing to do. Hold down the trigger on my Tenet Cycron, and boom. It's beautiful. So I love just doing this all day. And the thing that's great about using Mag's mod, the greedy pull, is that I'm pulling all the loot with me too. So I could just literally spam this all day and chill. And you see my energy stays capped out all the time. So it's almost as if I'm running fleeting expertise. So it's great, man. I love it. And then I can do my Twirl of Doom. So I can do this too. And as you can see, this is Steel Path right now, and I'm still killing them extremely easily. Even with just regular 4. You can also like hold the 4 down and do a fuck ton of damage with that. You see it does way more. It'll waste a little bit more energy, but it's still worth it, because you see that, look at my energy right now. It's chilling. As long as I keep moving and I keep grabbing more energy orbs, I'll stay capped. No problem. I could even use my 3 to like rush around to go faster. You see? And just do that. Just get around fast. So yeah, it works great, man. I fucking love this build so much. It's awesome. And I really love the fact that I can also be good support for a team as well by giving people my Mesmer skin. That's beautiful, man. That's so fucking good. So I'm really happy with this build. I'm really happy, and I hope you guys enjoy it if you plan on copy pasting. But I understand if you guys don't want to copy paste. I get it, because I'm the same type of dude that would go onto Overframe, look at a build, and then just be like, okay, it's a guideline for something I want to do, but I won't usually copy paste, you know. So it's entirely up to you how you want to play it. But yeah, that's the build. Fun, and it gets the job done.